Hi everyone, Lisa here from Down to Earth Gardening, and today's video is on our beloved peonies. Look at these flowering beauties. We love this time of year, and it's mainly because we love peony flowers. So I thought it would be great to put out a video on how to get some beautiful peony flowers. And I have a few tips or tricks for you today that will help you achieve flowers like this. So number one, it's hot here in the sun, but peonies love full sun locations. So that means 6 hours a day is considered full sun, but they will also take a little bit of dappled shade. So I've also experimented with that, and they've done pretty well too. But this patch here is in bright full sun, and boy is it hot sitting here. So number two is you want to keep your peonies watered, well watered. So especially if you've just planted some new nursery plants, some peony plants this spring, they take a little bit more water to get established. But even as they're trying to produce flowers, it's still important to keep them hydrated. So with that said, that means about 1 inch to 1.5 inches per week. And if you have a rain gauge, that will help you to know when you need to water, because it will track the rain for you as well. But when you do water them, make sure you give them a good drink. So at the base, not watering the leaves, we're watering the roots, and really hydrate it. So not just the surface of the ground, but a really nice deep watering. So number three, you're really going to need some established plants to get blooms like this. So we purchased this plant originally. It was a 1 gallon size, so it did have 2 or 3 buds on it the spring that we planted it, and it's been 3 years. So there's 3 plants here, but look at this. This is 1 plant in 3 years, and that's really because it's established. So it's pretty wonderful. You may have seen my video that I put out on planting tubers and how you can save a little money. However, it takes longer to get some flowers and a shrub that looks like this. My tubers that I planted last year, I have 1 flower on each of them, and that's actually pretty good for the first year. So patience is key with these beauties here. So number 4 is that you want to keep them staked. So if you don't cage or stake them, they're going to flop on the ground, and your flowers are going to fade a little quicker. So we don't want that. We want to keep them as long as possible. And I mean, from my experience, peonies, unless we get some heavy downpours, the flowers will last about 10 days. So that's pretty great. And number 5 is you want to plant them in some nice, rich, well-drained soil. So we did a lot of work on this island bed here to really get the soil up to par. We added some compost, we tested the soil, so it's nice, well-drained soil with some compost added. So with all that said, I want you all to have some beautiful peonies. I'm sitting here by one of my favorites, and this one here is called Kansas. But that's giving me another idea for another video for all of you, because I would love to share with you my favorite peonies. I love sharing my favorite flowers with all of you at home. So I love doing these videos, and I really appreciate all of you watching. I hope that I've given you some great tips, and I want more than anything for all of you to have some beautiful peonies to enjoy.